My name's Jeff Ashcraft. I'm the president and CEO here at HDC. My job is the day-to-day operations of HDC. HDC exists as a sort of a one-stop shop for people with disabilities. We're somewhat unique in that regard in that we really have available everything that adults with disabilities might need here in the Quad Cities, from employment services to day hab services to residential services. Oftentimes we can assist people with disabilities with almost every aspect in their life. The community has been a great supporter of HDC for decades because it sees HDC as a great partner in helping that population, those people with disabilities, to be integrated and productive members of the community just like anyone else. But we've also had a huge impact on the community in itself. I mean, we have 400 employees. The economic impact alone is very significant in the Quad Cities, in addition to the revenue that we bring in and the type of services that we provide not only to people with disabilities, but for example, in our production area, the type of services that we provide to other businesses, we do it at a competitive manner that allows those businesses to be even more competitive in their own individual industries. Families are really at the core of HDC's mission. They truly benefit from the services that we provide. Oftentimes, it's as simple as something as respite, giving them a few hours within the course of a week or a month to be able to go and run errands or just to take a break from their day-to-day responsibilities, to actually being able to feel secure in knowing that their loved one is making a difference. They're becoming integrated into the Quad Cities community, not just a place where they're babysat, but actually where they're out functioning in the community and serving a purpose just like anyone else would. If the mission of HDC is to serve people with disabilities, to help them be as productive as possible, the heart and soul of the organization is our staff. Without those people who in many cases have dedicated their entire careers to supporting people with disabilities, HDC couldn't function. Our staff is dedicated every single day to making sure that people with disabilities are as productive and as integrated and as important part of the community as anyone else. They truly are the heart and soul of HDC.
My name is Katie Decker. I am the Employment Services Program Director. Our focus is helping people develop skills, and we can do that in a variety of ways. Certainly a big focus of ours is teaching employment skills. We've got a few different programs in which we can do that based on what skill people need to learn. You know, we strive to teach independence in any way we can, and that really means something different for everyone. For some folks, it might be being able to work a couple hours a week to earn a paycheck. For other folks, it might be working in the community and working 40 hours and receiving benefits and things like that. So it really depends on what an individual's goals are, how we can best help them reach those. For day habilitation, the focus is more on developing skills, but more social skills, rec and leisure skills. Really getting people integrated in the community and knowing their surroundings and being a part of them. People join Dayhab for different reasons. For some people, it's because that's what they want to do. They want to do the social rec and leisure. For other people, they may be working in the community a few days a week, but then what we found was, you know, maybe somebody's working 3 days a week. Well, the other 2 days are just kind of sitting at home and not doing anything. So this really gives people a chance to be with their friends and to do activities in which they can again learn and grow through them. One individual works in the community, but wasn't doing anything on his days off and really was just sitting at home and just watching TV and just not enjoying that and just not really getting out and doing anything. So he joined our Dayhab group, and he's coming 2 days a week now. And again, that allows him to get out, to experience things he's never done before, to see friends that he just really didn't get to see much because he would work on the weekends, and just his quality of life is better because of that. Community employment is our program in which we help people find jobs in the communities. We have people working at a variety of locations, including places like Lago Marcinos, Hy-Vee, McDonald's, Rungy's, the materials recycling facility, and a variety of more in the area. So this individual, again, started out of high school in our day hab and was great and loved it and loved all the, the activities we did, and he was great at, loved music and dancing and things like that, and Zumba and exercise. But really wasn't interested in working. But then kind of as he was here and, saw some of his peers, whether it's work in a workshop or work in the community, really started thinking about it more. I would encourage anyone, if they're interested in learning more about our services, to give us a call. We'd be happy to set up a tour. I always say that it's much easier to understand what we do when you can actually see what it is that we do. And again, then we can really talk to the parent or the individual about what it is, their loved one is looking for and how we can best help that person.
I'm Tiffany Sprague. I'm the Program Director for Personal Independent Services. Personal Independent Services is a day program, and we assist people with maintaining their independence. We work with physical therapy, math and money skills, which is assisting individuals. We may go to the dollar store to go pick something up and helping them count change, making sure that they're getting the right change back. We do safety classes, so going in the community, watching how you cross the street, waiting for the walk sign, things like that, watching for cars. We have a separate class just for our autism room where everything is toned down. So they can go in and still dance or ride a stationary bike or whatever it is they'd like to do, but not having that extra sensory going on. We do communication classes, and this encompasses all sorts of different things. We have some individuals who may be able to verbally communicate, others that may use iPads or tablets to communicate. We have individuals who are hearing impaired, so using sign language. We do advocacy classes, so where they're learning to speak up for themselves, say what they want, make their choices that will make them happy to live the fullest life they can. We started serving a young lady out of school. She came in to Personal Independence using a wheelchair, and we had our physical therapist come in, meet with her, do different exercises with her, and got her up into the gait trainer, which is where she can get up with assistance and walk through the hallways. And her grandmother is her caretaker, so we had called her grandma to let her know that she had done this. And her grandma was extremely excited, the participant extremely excited. Grandma said that she hadn't been able to get up and walk for about 6 years. Staff is like a second family. They take care of everything from assisting someone who may need to be fed, to personal care, running the classes, doing different activities, going out in the community with them. You name it, they do it. They do it all. Some of the things that we've heard from individuals, family members, is during a meeting for one of our participants, her mom was surprised and actually kind of welled up that her daughter had friends, and she didn't think that her daughter was able to make friends. And what we do is we have a walking group, and we have a young lady who will go to this woman's class and wait for her to come out so they can walk together. And her mom was just thrilled that her daughter made a friend. If PI didn't exist, a lot of our individuals would have a poor quality of life, being stuck in the homes, possibly being stuck in nursing homes, not being able to socialize, make friends, just get out and enjoy the community. We also work on health, physical therapy, things like that here that they wouldn't get if they were at home.
I am Courtney Bronkovich, and I am the Community Residential Services Program Director. Sites are where individuals with disabilities live in apartments or homes where they receive overnight services. But in those sites, they can have alone time, they could be going out in the community by themselves, they go home with their parents, but every single evening a staff is with them at all times. And then we also have 3 group homes that are licensed by Department of Inspection and Appeals, and we have up to 8 people in those homes. And then we also have hourly individuals, which it can vary from someone having 10 hours a week to 50 hours a month. And that could be grocery shopping, going to the bank, doing community activities. And then we also provide respite services to individuals in homes, and that's basically just a break from parents. A lot of people go bowling, they do Special Olympics during those activities, because during respite hours you don't have to skill build, you get to do fun things with the staff at that time. The staff work with the individuals with disabilities on different things. They provide assistance with banking, budgeting, grocery shopping, transportation to community activities, safety and security, medication management, anything you can think of that they need to do, that's some of the things that the staff do. They're also a really good role model for our individuals when they're assisting them with their daily living skills to make sure that they are as independent as possible in their own homes. So we have an individual that was emergency placed in the CRS department. When he moved into the group home, he was unable to participate in a day program because of health concerns and really honestly not really being able to walk or talk at that point in time. It took probably about 2 years for him to get kind of back on track, and he ended up participating in a day program and ended up starting to work at the workshop, and now he lives in an apartment with one other roommate, and he's able to have 4 hours of alone time. He advocated for himself to not participate in a day program because he has a job at Pita Pit at nights, so he gets a little tired. But he does have a staff during the day come in and do his exercise and do those things, and he's able to advocate for himself.
Well, I'm Linda Gill, and I'm the Vice President of ICFID Services, and I oversee the operations here at the Residential Center as well as at our day program on Brady Street. But the people who live at the Residential Center have severe and profound intellectual disabilities as well as the multiple physical disabilities. And we provide people with 24-hour nursing care. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, recreation therapy. And our overall goal is to help people to be as independent as possible in all of their life areas. Here, we have a lot of medically fragile people who live here, and we're able to meet their needs here as opposed to them having to go to the emergency room or the hospital. We think it's important that they also get out in the community a lot. And we have the wheelchair accessible vans where it's very easy for us to take folks out to a River Bandits game or a Mallards game. The same things that you and I do, the people who live here also have that opportunity to participate in their community. The families that we're involved with are really happy with the services folks receive. They know that they can come in anytime and visit their individual. And they're happy, they're relieved that they don't have to worry about the care that the individual's receiving. One individual who recently moved in, he had been in an apartment and had a medical crisis, and he ended up in intensive care, and he lost a lot of skills and abilities related to that medical crisis. And the option was he could move here and we could work with him on maintaining the skills he had left and helping to regain some skills, or he would have gone to a nursing facility. And he's a reasonably young gentleman, and a nursing facility was not an appropriate place for him at that time. And our hope is that we can help him regain some of his skills and abilities, or just help slow the loss of skills that just comes as part of the aging process. I think what's really special about the Residential Center is that we can provide end-of-life services for people that are aging. We can assist them with that process, and they don't have to move to a nursing facility. We view an institution as a state of mind, and we view this as a home. This is people's home, and I don't think that the size of a facility matters. It's the attitude and the feeling and how people are treated that makes it a home.